In this video, I'm gonna share with you guys how to get the same volume profile settings that I use for higher time frame analysis from NinjaTrader, how you can get those same settings on the TradingView platform. I'm also gonna share with you guys a very good strategy you can use for higher time frame. So if you're a swing trader, you wanna pay attention to this video. Now, when we look at these charts side by side, I want you guys to see they very closely resemble. You got the distribution peak right here in the composite. Along with it right here, you have this minus development area, the same thing we're seeing on these charts. The volume profiles on the weekly look very similar. We're gonna need two indicators to essentially be able to set the volume profile up in this manner. The first indicator we're gonna need is gonna be the visible range volume profile. You can go to indicators and basically select that. And let's talk about the settings that I'm using for this indicator. If we come over here to style, you need to make sure volume profile is checked. If we uncheck it, we can see the composite profile essentially goes away. Now, I put the width at 14. If you want it to stick out a little bit further, you can. But again, 14 I found for my screen configuration works very well. Also, if you want the placement on the left-hand side of your screen, you just simply click that to the left. I prefer to have mine over to the right. Now, the up volume, I have this set at white, opacity at 28. Then for the down volume, I have this right over here at this color right here. Then value area up, I have this shade right here, which I'm actually going to change that to this color right here. I have the opacity turned down to 70. And again, that's just basically the way you want it to look. Value area down, I have it set right over here, but we're not really using that. Now, here's the areas that we want to check off on this chart. I want to see the point of control. If I uncheck that, then we simply will not see the point of control anymore. Now, if we look down here, we can have it where it shows us the value area high, value area low, and even the point of control. But now with the composite profile, I do like to see where the point of control is, because in the bigger picture, this could act as a magnet, attracting price back down towards those levels. I also want to see label on price scale and value in status bar. We come over and we look at the inputs for rows. I go ahead and put ticks per row. Then row size, I have this set to 1. On volume, I go ahead and set it to total volume. My value area, I keep it at 68. Come over to visibility. We don't need this on a second, minute chart, day chart, week chart, month chart, range chart. All we really need this on is a 4-hour chart. And we can put this 4 hours to 4 hours, which means anything less than 4 hours, the profile isn't going to show up. On a 4-hour chart, we'll see it actually populate over here on the right-hand side. Now, the next indicator we need to go ahead and set this up is going to be the periodic volume profile indicator. And let's go ahead and talk about the settings on that real quick. Now, you can see if I toggle it off, this is what's going to actually be the weekly volume profile. So each one of these profiles are going to represent 1 week in time. So as we come over here and we look at settings, let's start with the inputs. Period 1. And then I want it set to 1 week. Very simple. Volume, I go ahead, I have this set to total volume. Value area, once again, is going to be at 68. Now, I have this set to ticks per row. I have it set to 1, and I have it where it extends the point of control. I do not need it to extend the value area high, nor do I need it to extend the value area low. Now, when we look at the styles, this is really going to be the preferences. Now, you want to make sure you have the POC checked off. Otherwise, it's not going to extend it out. And this is going to be a very critical component, because the POCs, the untested point of controls, provide very good target locations, which can be used for day trading and swing trading targets. Now, when we go through these settings, all these settings right here are really just going to be up to you. Again, these are really going to be essentially the same colors that we just set up on the other profile. When we come over here to visibility, now this right here, the only one I have it set to is hours. I have it set to 4 hours to a range of 24 hours. So any chart between 4 hours and 24 hours, the profile is going to show up.